Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. You know, I keep forgetting to add things to my videos, so then I have to make another video because if I put in the description, a lot of people are not going to read the description. So I'll just make those videos where I forget to say things. I'll make it part 1 and part 2. So this will be part 2 to Dear Black People in the U.S. Because I was giving examples of how and why I believe black people are the majority and not the minority in the U.S. And I had gave some examples in that first video where I forgot to tell you about, because you know sometimes they put the truth in movies, but a lot of time we don't pay attention to it, you know, unless we're woke. So the movie 12 Years a Slave, I had said that come to find out that black people that were born in the U.S., ancestors are from the U.S., that we are indigenous to this land, that we did not come over here on slave ships like they said. It's all a lie. So in 12 Years of Slave, if you go back and watch that movie, you would see in that movie that there were Africans that were forced to be slaves, and there were free blacks, which is us. We were already here. And so the white people had kidnapped free black people and made them slaves. Just like the man, the star of the movie, 12 Years a Slave, he was kidnapped and he was made to be a slave for 12 years. Is it 12 or 13 years? I don't know. I think it's 12 years a slave. 13 years a slave. One of them. So he was made to be a slave for all those years, but he was a free black man. He was indigenous to this land like what we are. So a lot of free blacks were kidnapped and forced to be slaves. But we never came on a slave ship and made to be slaves. Now, if Africans came over here on slave ships and made to be slaves, I don't know. I don't know. But I know that we was not. We did not come over here on a slave ship. We were already here. And so if you go back and watch that movie, you will see there was a woman in that movie and she had 2 kids and she was owned by a white man and he died. He passed away. And he had made it so that she could be free after he passed away. But his family did not honor that. So they sold her and her kids. And she had it good. She was living good, you know. She was not treated like a slave. And she was his, I guess, mistress or whatever. But when the man passed away, his kids took her, his white kids took her and sold her and into slavery. And so she was just crying all the time. This woman was just crying, boo-hooing. So in the movie, you will see 2 free, well, they were free, but they were kidnapped. And they were looking at her and they were talking about her and they were talking down about her, you know, like she was beneath them. And when I was watching the movie, it didn't click, you know, because at the time I did not know that we is indigenous to this land and that we did not come over here on slave ships. I didn't know that. But so it didn't click when I watched the movie. But now, you know, all this time has passed and asking Yahweh, because one day I asked Yahweh, I said, why are black people treated like this? I want to know. I was actually sitting in Hobby Lobby parking lot And I was sitting there, and it was before I started working and everything, and I was having a hard time financially and everything, and I was sitting there and I was looking at these Indians. I was looking at these people from India, and they had a Mercedes SUV, and they looked like they were doing good financially. So I was looking at them, and I asked Yahweh, why are black people treated this way? Why are we treated? We have not done anything to anybody in this whole world. I said, we don't go into other countries and take over. We don't take their land from them. We don't, take their lives. We don't assault them. We don't do this. We don't go and just rule other people. We don't do this. But why are we the most hated? And that's when Yahweh started revealing everything to me. And all these years later, he still revealed things to me, that we are the chosen people. And the people that are ruling the world, they know that. And so, and now he has revealed to me that we're indigenous to this land. I still have asked Yahweh more questions, because I know that they have changed the names of countries, of seas, oceans. They have changed that. And I asked Yahweh, where is the Red Sea? Where was it before the name was changed? Where was the Jordan River before the name was changed? Where was the wilderness of Sinai? Where is Canaan land? Because I'm starting to think that this land, America, is Canaan land. Because when Yahweh took us through the Red Sea, we went to the wilderness of Sinai, and then we went through Jordan River, and we fought the Canaanites. It never said that we went anywhere else in the Bible. Never said it. So I'm really starting to think that America is Canaan land. And the Pacific Ocean is the Red Sea. Because I learned in my Bible class, which was years ago, that it took 47 days to cross through the Red Sea. I said, what? 47 days? And the dean of my Bible class was saying, yeah, he said women were having babies and everything through the Red Sea. And also learned that the Red Sea, in my Bible class, that the Red Sea did not part like in the movie. They show you that the Red Sea parted like that. I learned that the Red Sea made a tunnel. So there was water above them. It was a tunnel. So I was like, I was dumbfounded when I realized, when he said that it took 47 days to go through the Red Sea. And in the movie, it's a movie, but you think they went through kind of fast. You wouldn't think of a big giant sea that would take 47 days to pass through. So I'm like, I wonder, is that the Pacific Ocean? Because when you look at the true map, because the map has been changed too, that is not the land and stuff. Everything is a lie. They have changed everything. So they made it look like we're further away from Africa than we actually are. We're not that far away from Africa as the map appears, to look. But if you Google like the true map, maybe you will find the true map of the world. We're actually closer to them than the newer map shows. I in all my learning, I learned that there was this man that he was from, like, I think Europe, but he went to school and he would get teased. See, he went to, Africa, I think, and they would tease him and they would say to him, "You from beneath." Because I learned that the true map, Africa is really on top and the European countries is really at the bottom. And so they would tease him and say, you're from beneath, you're from beneath. And he didn't like that. He didn't like being teased. So when he grew up, he changed the map of the world. And he put Africa at the bottom and the European countries at the top. And as you can see over here in America, it's the same way. The Hispanic countries is at the bottom. And you know, there's black Hispanics. There's black Brazilians. They're black. They put them at the bottom, and where the European countries are at the top. So when I found the true map, I saw that they're not down there. You know, America and, you know, the Mexican countries, they're not down there. They damn near on the side of us. Damn near on the side of us. Like Africa. I mean, not Africa, like Florida. They like close to that direction. They're basically almost on the side of us, not at the bottom. So it just made me see that we have been told so many lies. So many lies. You will not believe the lies that we have been told. And, you know, sometimes, you know, I do Uber and people, these writers be in my van and they be talking about black people like Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson, you know, and they be like, oh yeah, that's so bad, they were on drugs. And I say, you believe that? You believe what the news tell you? And it makes me so mad because they put a stain on all the black talented people. They stain them. And I know why they do it. They do it because they don't want the kids to look up to them, the black kids, to look up to them and be great, you know. So they put out all these slave movies to lower us, to make us feel like we are beneath them. And working around a lot of Caucasian people and being closer in where they live and stuff, I can see the difference from the black communities to the white ones, and how they're more uplifting their kids, and they give them hope. They give them something positive to look for, to aspire to be, whereas the black kids, no, they stain all the successful people to make them look bad to them, to not give them hope. I was passing a Caucasian elementary school, and they had this sign up there, and they was saying happy birthday. The signs were saying happy birthday to the kids, and that sign went away, and then another happy birthday with another child's name under there. I was like, they need to do that in the black communities. You know, they need to uplift the kids, inspire them, instead of tearing the black kids down like that. And I see everything so clearly, how it is designed to keep the black kids down, you know. And it takes the parents, the black parents, to uplift their kids and not tear them down. And I notice in the black community, if your child, I don't know about now, but you know, if your child think highly of themselves, there's always a black mother or father there to bring them down, to tear them down. You know, don't tear your kids down, because the world is going to do that enough. I mean, they're doing it right now. So uplift your kids. When I have kids, I'm going to uplift my kids. I'm not going to be tearing them down. I want them to think highly of themselves, because who's going to do it for them? Anyway, I got to go. I should have left. So I'll make this video part 2, and then I'll change the other one later. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.